Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we are here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
Well, hello there, Mr. Nate.
Oh, look at
I
you.
almost didn't see
Dueling
you come in.
hats?
Yeah,
Jeez.
I I
It's
have
kind
a
of my
hat.
thing. You're going to grow out
Are
a
you,
ridiculous mustache next?
are you so confused as to why I have a
Yes.
hat? I need
Yes,
to
I
fix the
am.
size here.
Velcro.
People love hearing Velcro over the
Yes,
radio.
ASMR. We
There
always
we
bring
go.
you some great
Perfect.
ASMR on the YouTube live stream.
Well, what do you got there, Nate, on your
Jeez.
hat?
My hat? Are you hoping that you have the same hat on as
I
I
don't
do?
think I
Well,
do.
I don't think so either. This is a new hat that I purchased yesterday.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
I
dang.
was going to say snap.
Yes.
Is this a
Yes.
Draplin
It
design?
it is a Draplin design hat, previous pick of the week, and I have several of his hats, but he released some new ones this summer, and I commented on Instagram, and he said, "Swing by the shop." And I said, "A trip to Mecca, I'm in." So I went over yesterday, hung out with him for about an hour and a half, talking everything in life, getting to see his shop, getting to see all his hats, and going a little shopping spree.
I can't
But
believe he
yeah,
just was like, "Come on by." I mean, it's a
yeah.
public place, right? It's
It's the backyard of his house. He said,
oh,
"Yeah, come at 2, open the gate, come on back to the shop."
oh,
So
so
he
it's pretty
is
private.
very approachable. I mean, I've met him a couple times before at different events and things, but yeah, he's very cool guy. If you don't know Aaron Draplin, Draplin Design Company, he is a graphic designer known for his thick lines and works with all kinds of companies and does big collaborations and everything. But
Yeah, here we
yeah.
go.
Oh, yes. And he has a new website because I've been talking to him about it for years. I wanted to help him build a new website. There's the new hats. Um,
I've seen
Next
this
month, he's
design.
hoping to have his new website. I
I've
have
seen this
that one.
design a long time ago, and I never knew it was him that did
Yeah,
it.
a different color way is the one I have. I also have the Good Times in a different color. And let's see, the Oregon Coast I have in a different color. There's my dang hat. And I didn't see the Wiener Dog
Wiener
ones. I wanted to pick
dog.
one of those up, but I did get a couple other hats. And he's got one coming out later this year that I'm very excited. I got to see a prototype, but I'm surprised he didn't make me sign an NDA.
Yeah.
But
Hey, let me see if I
yeah,
can get
so
this work. That wiener dog thing um reminded me of something. Uh give me one moment. The
okay.
where how do I what is the where did my photo
Yes,
go? I threw it on the
I don't
desktop,
know.
but I have so many things.
Oh, on your
Oh, I found it.
desktop.
I found it. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Nice.
This is gonna work. I know it's gonna
Okay.
work.
I am excited,
Uh
waiting bated breath for your
now I
wiener
hope
dog,
Mike
whatever the wiener dog hat made you think of.
well, I hope Mike Peterson isn't watching because he's like it's family friendly show. But I saw this on a car this evening driving home, and here we
Oh,
are.
wow. Wow. I trip over my wiener with
And
the
it has
little wiener dog.
same. That's all I gotta say.
Adduction. Is that
Dot
the
sign. Oh,
adduction?
and how about my hat?
Yeah, yeah, Dave, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. You've got a hat, not a netback, but it is a baseball hat.
It is.
Oh, an official Jackpot Ranch,
Yeah, I
Camp
got this.
Verde, Arizona.
Yeah, I picked this up when we were in Arizona, and
Yeah.
I just now thought I should wear that on the show too.
Previous location of the live show.
Yeah. So
Nice.
both
Very
of us,
cool.
I don't know if I'll be able to sport it for the whole show. I did
Yeah,
set my lighting up for that. I have to
appropriately.
awkwardly sit like this.
Yeah. Get the shadows away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, here we are.
I could sidestep for days, but we do have a main topic. Many of you probably have seen some headlines this week about a data breach affecting 3 billion social security number.
Could be.
I'm pretty sure I saw a headline that said 3 billion social security numbers, which if you know anything about numbers, there are not and have not been 300 or 3 billion citizens of the United States that would have social security numbers. So it
Maybe.
turns out, I believe it was 2.7 billion total records. So basically lines of code,
Yeah.
which people then rounded up to 3 billion and then assumed that that meant 3 billions people were information were leaked. But
Yes.
it is not the case. And there's some, I've got a couple different stories on it, but the first one, data leak affecting everyone in the US, UK, and Canada, was even worse than we thought.
And
So,
there's a picture of a man with a face
yes,
palm, just being sad about life.
yes. And it says in a truly epic security fail, the same data was hosted by a partner company besides the, what was it, National Public
Who
Data
knows?
was the original company, and one of their partners had all of the data as well, about 2.7 billion records. Each record consists of the following: a person's name, mailing addresses, and social security number, with some records including additional information like other names associated with the person. None of this data is encrypted, but now we've got an update from Krebs on security, who you might remember from Microsoft Patch Tuesday.
Or
Uh,
every podcast since
yes,
1999 we talked about it.
yes. Um, reports that one of the company's resellers managed to accidentally publish its own login details for the database right there on its homepage.
Why isn't it illegal for data companies to exist? It
I,
feels like it should not be a thing. Like you're not
yes.
allowed to catalog information on America's citizens.
I don't know. And I heard some discussion over the weekend that I forget who it was, but that social security numbers should not be used for anything except for like social security. But
Oh,
this company, yeah, what a novel idea.
weird.
But this company, what they have this massive data with everybody from the US, Canada, and the UK that they possibly can, and they use it for background checks. There's recordscheck.net, but they have this massive trove of data that companies can access to get information on people. But there was a hacker that hacked all of it. And I guess it was originally reported back in April. I don't know if we mentioned it, but
Hmm.
now people have gotten access to the data. It has been leaked out there. So a bunch of people have done research on it. Now, if you would like to check if your information's in there, there's a website, and you might say, well, I'm not giving them my social security number. Well,
No.
you don't even have to do that. If you go to NPD, as in National Public Data, .pentester.com, you just put in your first name, you put in your last name, your state, and where you were born, which I did earlier, and I'm pulling it up again. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 records that have my name tied to my social security number, along with various addresses that I've lived at, and previous phone numbers on a couple of them as well.
Well, I just
Yeah.
typed in Mickey Mouse,
Oh,
1936. I don't know if that's the year he was created or not. It's close. But look, I
there's a
found
lot
all
of,
these records.
yeah,
Mickey Mouse, 123 Mason Street, San Francisco, with the social security number ending in 27, one in 69, one in 24. I
yeah.
feel like people are making up
I feel like people
information.
might use Mickey Mouse to enter as their data for a lot of things. I did
Yeah,
find out that there are apparently 2 other, Nathan Heaths that were born in Oregon the same year as me. Um, but
there is
they and
another David Baylor in Oregon who lives
yeah,
down in Springfield, but it didn't have a year of birth for him. But I think I've told this story before. Uh, Costco had a big problem with that. They're like, your
Oh,
account is paid. I'm like, no, I need to pay it. No. And
oh,
I'm
jeez.
like, oh, there's a different person.
Yes, yes. So you can go there and see on this particular breach if your information was in there, which it most likely was. And I've got a link in the show notes. And there's another one that I will remind you of. We've mentioned several times before. Have I been pwned? That's pwned.com, which is Troy Hunt's service where he tries to document every breach, and you just put in your email address and see how many times your information's been breached, which is
Oh
lengthy.
no. Nate at notnerd.com has
Yeah.
been pwned.
Yes.
Oh
Let's
no.
see. What breaches was I in?
Oh,
Oh,
how do I tell?
I think you just scroll. Oh, it looks like just one for that
Yeah.
email, which I don't use for much.
But which one though?
It should
Does it
tell you
tell
in
you?
that whatever that little logo, the squiggly line. Some of them don't have real
Oh,
specifics.
Teespring. Teespring.
Oh, in
That's the
April
logo for Teespring.
2020. I
Yeah.
didn't even know I had a Not Nerd account back there at Teespring. But yeah,
Yep.
if I put in my actual email address, I get several, as we've discussed before: 500 Pixels, Adobe, Apollo, Armor Games, Bitly, Canva, Coupon Mom,
Yeah. Here's one I
Daily
put in
Motion.
for a website or an email I don't use anymore. I shut it
Yeah,
down, but I suppose it could be resurrected again. Um, yeah, all of these. This is
yeah,
one reason. It's actually a Yahoo account, and it's one reason why I fired Yahoo and deleted the account off the face of the earth because they had a huge data breach.
yeah.
Little did I know that just a few years later, everybody else on the internet would have. So perhaps I deleted the account a little bit hastily.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, but back to this original breach, I don't know, and you can see on the show art for the YouTube video this week, it's like the social security number is just dead. Like what privacy does it provide you anymore with all this information out there? It is frustrating. We do have a little story later about somebody actually being fined for something, but
Hmm,
yeah, these massive data companies and their partner left a literal password to the database in a file that was linked on the homepage of their website. Like how do you
dumb.
do that? And I think one of the services I was reading as well, they set a default like 6-character password for all users
Mm-hmm.
and you were supposed to reset it when you got into your account. Well, most people never reset their password. And so
No.
there's all these default passwords and everything. I hate even talking about this one. This one was just so huge and I saw it everywhere this week. But if you do want to take a deep dive into what happened, I do have a link in the show notes to an article from Troy Hunt where he really breaks down a lot of the information in the different pieces of this, the hacker they think is behind it, and what it all means. But
I think they
yeah,
need to start doing capital punishment on some of these hackers, and that might
yeah,
slow down a little bit.
yeah. But what does it even matter now? Everybody's information's out there. Anybody can download this, whatever it is, 4 terabyte or 4 gigabyte. I don't remember how big the file was, but who, it's all out there.
277.1 gigabytes.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Reset the social security number system, give everybody a new number. That doesn't seem like something our government would be able to handle, but I did want to
Vote
bring
for
it
me
up.
for
And
president, and maybe we
yes,
can.
yes, we should get back to our campaign for presidency on fixing the world.
Yes.
And I will remind people we are the most nonpartisan tech podcast on the internet. So vote
Did you hear
for
about
us.
them, their politics? I got
Yeah.
opinions.
Opinions.
Opinions are like
Yes.
something else.
Someday
Everybody's got
bring
one.
our political opinions to a premium Patreon
You know what?
episode, not
I'm
nerd
just
late
thinking,
night.
you know how some of those, like the Colbert Report and some of the other, they they have people they cut to. We need a political analyst that we can cut to
Oh, yeah.
who will give his or her opinion on all the politics. But then
Yeah.
we couldn't
Producer
be
Todd.
the most nonpartisan tech podcast on the
Yeah.
internet if we did that.
Yes. We would get, here's what we do. And we could even create an AI character and say, we're going to cut over to our political analyst and just beep them out and blur them out.
Beep, beep,
And
beep, 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 beep,
yes.
beep. Yeah.
Yes. But Dave, you know what I'll never blur and beep out?
What's that?
Dave's pro tip of the week.
Let's see if this will work.
Yes.
So, I hooked my phone up to the computer, as one does.
Yes.
I wanted to,
As one used to. Most
as
people
one
don't
used
do
to.
that anymore.
I've been holding it up to the camera here for a while. Well, today I wanted to talk about macro photography with your iPhone. Now, for the past couple iterations of the iPhone, they've had I think it's the wide angle lens that also does the macro, I think. Am I correct in that?
The ultra wide. Yes.
The ultra wide. So most regular iPhones and iPhone Pros of the past 2 or 3 years have this capability. And what it looks like, if I could be so bold here. Okay. So here's my Stream Deck. You'll notice I have the little flower icon in the bottom left corner, indicating that it is switched to macro. And then oh no, what happened? I went too close and now it's switched back to ultra wide.
Yes,
so I have to come back here.
Switching.
Oh, there it did. I'm going to get closer. Oh no, what's going to, of course now it's not going to break, but anyway, it infuriates me. You can turn off macro, but you can't turn on and leave macro. You can't lock macro. And it drives me crazy. So here, my friends, is a little hack. If you go to the magnifier, which I have conveniently on my lock screen, look at this. There is in the bottom left-hand corner, you can tell it which lens you want to use for your magnifier. This is a hack that will allow you to do much better macro photography.
Yeah.
So I'm choosing close up as my camera, and I can get close. Look at that. I can see pixels.
Wow.
I can come back. Look, it's still on that. It's not switching cameras. Maybe I want to be back here and use my slider to zoom in, which is going to be chunky, but I could do it if I wanted to. Or anyway, it's a frustration-free way to do macro photography on your iPhone. And then you capture the picture, which is there. Unfortunately, it does not automatically put it into your camera roll. You do have to share it to your camera roll with the little share sheet thing. So it's kind of a pain, but it works. And for a quick and dirty, it's great.
Yeah, and it's built in. That magnifier can be very helpful.
I love that app.
In other ways too, just being able to look at things closely or reading, like Apple products, especially the serial number in your AirPods, which it's like you just cannot see that close. And I do think some of the third-party photo apps do have dedicated macro controls, but yes,
you don't have to pay for this one.
99% of the time use the default camera app, and whenever I try to take a macro, I must look like I'm having a seizure trying to get it at the right distance to make it work right.
Frustrating.
Yes, which when you were connecting your phone, it reminded me, I opened up because I'm running the beta of Sequoia, macOS Sequoia, that I can use the iPhone mirroring. So I can just pull up my iPhone and I'm using it just like it's in my hand, but it's on my screen.
Maybe I need to do that. I switched to webcam there because a moment we had some action, but it's gone now.
Well, thank you for that tip. That is a good one. I need to play around with the magnifier more and that for macros. I will keep that in mind, which means it's time for everybody's favorite segment, Just the Headlines. We can go back and check out this weird weather Tuesday evening in Oregon where it's kind of overcast but kind of warm.
Is it going to rain again?
I don't know. Let me check my weather forecast for Elliot to see.
Watch this. I can do the old conditions. It's high of 79 degrees. Precipitation. Oh, it says 0%. Dang. Yeah, I thought we were going to get a cool thunderstorm like we had the other day.
Starting Thursday, we're supposed to get rain again for a couple days. So,
well, it can stay away for a while.
Yes, indeed. Okay, anyway. Well, let's get to Just the Headlines. Teen builds his own nuclear fusion reactor at college.
Chess player suspended after allegedly poisoning her rival.
The English Premier League will ditch its hated video-assisted referee tech for fleet of iPhones.
Study finds that 94% of business spreadsheets have critical errors. All mine do.
Yeah, it's my goal. Apple aiming to launch tabletop robotic home device as soon as 2026 with pricing around $1,000.
I don't believe that. IKEA's stock counting warehouse drones will fly alongside workers in the U.S. I can't think of anything that could happen wrong with that scenario.
No. And cheating scandal rocking the world of elite high school math.
Oh, boy.
And those are just the headlines.
I've been watching your...
Back in my day when I lettered in math.
You lettered in math. You need to wear your pen every week. Or your
my Letterman jacket. I was thinking like the Dave Drone, maybe I did that photo shoot with my Letterman jacket on that I could wear that or put that into the show art.
Was it a legit Letterman jacket with like leather arms and
suede
or whatever?
Oh yeah, the mid 90s. And I had the athletic letter on the front and then the academic letter on the back with my math letter there.
Not only can I swim, I can math.
Yeah.
Check that out, ladies.
Hold your horses, ladies.
Get in line.
Math and swimming. Oh, yeah.
What a
it
jock
did not
you
work
were.
well. Yes. Well, let us move on to our takes of the week. And the first one, now I've got a theory, Dave.
Okay.
So there's this guy, Elon Musk. Maybe you've heard of him.
Maybe.
He owns couple small companies, kind of an entrepreneur.
My mom was talking about him the other day.
Yeah. Well, one of his companies is called XAI, and they had a AI model called Grok, which was built into X, formerly known as Twitter. Well, this week they released Grok 2, which is the latest version, and they added image generation.
Okay, so that it's one more than one. So it's better, I think.
Yes. And it's not like ChatGPT that went from 4 to 4.0 instead of 4.5 to 4 letter O. Anyways, Grok 2, and there's image generation. And now, Dave, you're going to be shocked. There has been outrage about Elon Musk's Grok 2 because it doesn't have all the boundaries and it can make you create pictures. You can make it create pictures that are scandalous.
Should I click on any of these links? I'm scared. Here, let me switch back to this camera.
Yeah, there's a Mickey Mouse with a gun, or
here's a couple.
Yeah, Donald Trump with a gun, or
Bush
drug things. So you can do guns and drugs on there. Now, here's my whole theory. If you'll remember back a few months,
Yeah.
Elon Musk was a strong proponent that we needed regulation on artificial intelligence, all these different services. Now, Elon Musk is the type of guy that would take his own product, push it too far. Well, I wouldn't even say it's too far, but he would push it. And so that all the people that don't like Elon Musk would create new regulations to guard all AI.
Oh, so it's
So
a
he's like,
ploy.
hey, you guys won't regulate AI? Watch this. Hold
He's
my
doing
beer while
4D
I
chess.
create an AI that really makes you mad. Now that's just my theory, but I could see him doing that. Again, all of the memes and articles have come out talking about the fact of you can use Microsoft Word to write some really bad words and it won't stop you. Or you could use a pencil or a pen or a paintbrush to create horrible artwork. And so it's like, these AI things, there's been all these controversies on it. And I do think at some point there should be some regulations, but there's always going to be some other AI model that's creating stuff that people don't like. I don't know. Where
Always.
do you draw the line, Dave? Where do you draw the line?
Well, I think first you need to just get rid of AI altogether.
Just
And let's
stop
not
it.
even do this because the we know that telling people not to do something always results in them stopping. So,
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm
big sarcasm
actually
right there.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we actually switched our stories around because it makes more sense to talk about. We have mentioned in the past Procreate, which
Mm-hmm.
is the premier drawing app on iPad. People create amazing artwork with it. Well, they came out and took a stand this week, and they have done an anti AI pledge and say that they will not add AI features to
Good.
create products.
That's great because I hate
Yeah.
all these tools because they usually add them and then they say, hey, we're also to fund this, we're going to have to do a subscription.
Yes, yes.
So it's just a way
Yeah,
for them to earn more money. It's like, well, I didn't even want the thing to begin with.
yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of people that are in support of this. Again, I mentioned it in the past, the meme of, I don't want AI to create pictures and do art for me. I want AI to do my laundry and
Yes.
clean my house so that I can be doing the creative. Now,
It is
personally,
weird how that worked out.
yeah. Personally, I enjoy it, like creating the show art,
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, what are we talking about? What's some image I can create with it? I do not have great artistic skills. In the past, I have borrowed images from Google image search. That's one thing. But when you're muddying commerce with AI artwork or creativity, it's a hazy place, but there are advantages to it and there's disadvantages,
Mm-hmm.
as in
As in
with
life,
everything,
as in
as
everything.
in all things. But yeah, so Procreate, and also Halide, a
Yeah.
photo app that we have mentioned before, probably a previous pick of the week.
I have it on my
uh,
phone.
yeah, they've got a new feature in their latest update where you can take images without any processing. It doesn't do any of the iPhone processing, it doesn't do HDR. It just takes a raw photo as raw. So they've been doing a whole kind of social media campaign asking people to post photos.
How do you
Um,
do that?
yeah, so if you go
Oh,
into
here it is.
Halline,
Process zero. Boom.
yes, that's what it is. So you switch it to process 0 as your format, um, and then
There's
you
that
can
picture
do
of the wiener dog. Well,
there
where's the
you go.
process zero picture? Turn this off
Uh,
here real quick. I gotta find this.
yeah, so I took some, and
Oh, it
you
didn't
definitely
save.
notice a difference from all the processing that Apple does. But yeah, so there's kind of some little pockets of people kind of saying, maybe we don't need all of this stuff. Unlike Google last week with their new photos features, where you can just add
Hmm.
people in willy nilly or change everything about a photo.
Yeah, you run
Some
and take a
companies,
photo of yourself, or someone takes a photo of you, then you switch places, and
Yeah.
then it combines them. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's not reality. It's all
No,
fake.
get
Hey,
yourself a $20 tripod. Pro
hey,
tip off Amazon to
here's
take group
also a pro
pictures.
tip,
Yeah.
everybody. Not everything you see online is real. In fact, probably most things you see online are not real.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
gonna go with some people
Perfect
needed to hear that.
example. Everybody thought I was just sitting in my man cave here
Yeah.
that
You've got so many
with all
computers.
this technology back there.
Yeah,
No, this was
early 2000s.
AI created. Yes. So I've been going through the decades and I asked for a early 2000s man cave and it literally above my head put a sign that says early 2000s on it. It's like, oh, yeah, well, that's
Because,
literal.
like in 2003, all of us had a sign in our man caves that said
Yeah.
early 2000s
Yeah.
because
We're
we
living
forget
it. We're
which
living the
decade we're
early 2000s. We are here.
like.
Uh,
What decade am I in? Let me look at my sign. Oh, early 2000s. Very
I should
nice.
have had it make a sign that said the aughts. Remember when they tried to
Mm,
make that thing, the
that
early aughts?
they did try to make that a thing. It didn't want to
Oh,
stick.
no, no. Well, circling back again to Google's Pixel 9 announcements and the event that they
Yes.
had last week, some people revealed that when Google was sending out phones to influencers, review units, a Pixel 9 review agreement required influencers to showcase the Pixel over competitors or have their relationship terminated. Google now says the language missed the mark. Oh, you
No,
think?
I think it hit the mark
Yes.
exactly. If you don't
Uh,
say our phone is the best,
we don't like you
we're
anymore.
gonna send you packing. That
Yeah.
is, what do we call that? It's it's monopolistic type power is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sickening. Come on, Google,
Yeah.
you
Well, and
can do
it's
better.
another reminder of an aspect where not everything you see online is true because there are a lot
Yes,
of paid influencers, etc., that don't always let you know that or make it clear why they're doing a review video or what it is, or if Samsung has paid for them to fly to Japan for an event, all expenses paid,
I
to say nice things about their devices. And
I do get sick of hearing it, but I don't want them to stop. Where they're like, "Hi, this product was purchased with my own money, no money, or it was sent to me, no money changed hands. You're
yes.
seeing this the same time that the Google is, or whatever the person is." Those are a little tiring, but I appreciate them. Now they could be lying to me.
Yeah.
I think they would get in trouble because there are advertising laws, but I do appreciate those when people say that. So if your reviewer is not saying that at the beginning, they're doing some type of disclosure, then it's probably bought and paid for by the company.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bummer, which I don't think that we've ever had anything bought and paid for by the
Well,
company.
I do want to say that this podcast is not sponsored by Coca-Cola and their delicious Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. But if
Yes.
somebody at Coca-Cola would like to send me a few
Yes.
cases for review for
Yes.
free, I would gladly
Or
do so on this program.
yes. Or polar beverages, polar sparkling water, which I notice, I don't know if it's on the family made since 1882. I don't
Wow.
think there. Oh, there goes my dark face again. I gotta
Did
be
they
careful. I'm gonna get censored.
did
Come on, camera, bring back the light. There we are.
there you are. Um did they have aluminum cans in 1880? How were they
No,
serving this
I
up?
tried to look it up. I think it was the Polar Ice Company. I
Oh,
think
they
they,
sold
because
ice.
there's a little picture of a horse-drawn carriage where they
Can
might have been distributing ice
let's talk about that
cubes.
ice company for a minute and a short sidestep. Imagine you're a motivated young entrepreneur and you're like, I want to get in business for myself. I want to sell stuff. What can I do? And it's wintertime and you look around and you're like, This lake over here is frozen. I'm going to cut
Yes.
it up into chunks and sell it to people.
Yeah.
It's a whole business. I
Yeah.
can't believe that you can make a business out of selling something that's practically free.
Yes.
Now you have to refrigerate the water and all that stuff. But
Yes.
anyway,
Yes.
just a
We have
crazy.
technology advancements that
Yeah.
have made them switch to sparkling water.
I just want to live in
Uh,
a time when all that hasn't been done yet. Like
yeah.
nobody sold ice or nobody had like a store along the Oregon Trail where they're selling stuff. Like you're the
Yes.
first person where you're selling pickaxes to the miners in California. It's like what an opportunity to make a lot of
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. That's,
Mm.
when they ask online, what year could you travel to? Dave would be 1881
Yep.
before the first ice company. So he could invent ice companies.
Now that I think about it, I think selling the pickaxes and shovels to the miners would be better
Yes.
because I could corner the market, buy a bunch, haul them out there, and just sell them at quadruple what I paid for them, and then just retire early.
Yes. Yes. Or create Levi jeans during the gold rush for.
Or buy Bitcoin
Oh yeah,
back
back in
ten
shoulda,
years
woulda,
ago.
coulda. Okay, let's move on before I get frustrated of
Yes.
what could have been.
What could have
Uh,
been.
Next one. This one's one you found, and you
Yes.
probably picked it just for the title. Vulnerability in Microsoft apps allowed hackers to spy on Mac users.
Nice word. Nice work on pronouncing
Yes.
that word. Yeah. So imagine, if you will, you decide to use the Macintosh operating system from, or I guess it is the Macintosh Mac OS, right? So the
Yes.
Macintosh operating system, because it's secure and free of prying eyes and all that stuff, and then and you're avoiding Microsoft because of the security implications there,
Yeah.
and then you put Microsoft products on your Mac, and it makes it vulnerable, just like if you were on a PC. That would be very frustrating. So
Yes.
anyway, I want to say shame on Microsoft, but I also want to say shame on users who are using their products.
You can't escape it. You
No,
cannot. And a lot of people do. I have Microsoft Office on my Mac. I use it rarely. It's mostly to open files that other people send me, certain terms, but I actually don't pay for a license. I think it's through one of my clients.
I have
Um,
spent an inordinate amount of time and effort in my historical computer use of not using Microsoft products. I've used OpenOffice. I used AppleWorks. I've used now Pages and all the new Apple
yes.
programs. I've used web pages. I've just not to use
Everything to avoid
everything.
Microsoft.
And some people are just ignorant. I remember years ago doing some volunteer work, and the person would send documents in Microsoft Word just with an assumption that everybody on the planet had a
Yeah.
Microsoft Office on their computer. I'm like, I'm on a Mac. I don't have this.
Yeah.
Make it a PDF or something. Come on.
Yes.
Anyway,
PDFs.
we had a lot of side steps today.
Yes, yes, we did. And one more, we've got a security and privacy win, kind of. T-Mobile fined 60 million with an M for unauthorized access to data, the largest fine of its type, which is probably what, a week's worth of profits for them, if
That
not a
was
day's worth.
That's what a lot of commenters were talking about when I found this. It's like, oh, 60 million. Like they made like $2.2 billion the year before. It's like, is that really going to hit the bottom line? I do think that legislation should be enacted that bases fines on their profits,
Yeah.
like 0.5%, 0.8%, if 1% of their global profits were fined, that, they might make some changes.
Yeah. And I
But
think the
60 million,
EU
come on.
is trying to do some of that with their stuff. And I looked it up and it said their last fiscal year 48.894 billion with a B in profit. So yeah, 60 million's like an hour's worth
Yeah,
of
it's dumb. It's like,
and that's
don't
the
even bother.
largest fine of its type. I
Well, how
mean,
much
come
did it
on.
cost the government to find them and do all the processing and all the whatever?
It probably cost them
Probably,
100 million to get
yeah,
to this point, and then
exactly.
they don't even cover their own costs
I
for.
know. It's ridiculous. But
Oh man. Is it a
oh well.
nonpartisan? No, I guess it is a partisan
Here's the thing.
thing to say less
Everybody
government.
hates the government. That's
Yeah.
nonpartisan. So there you go.
Most are not fans unless they're in it. Well, let
Even
us
then,
cleanse our palate with one that I got from a friend of the show, Elliot, that Dave, I had to double check to make sure this wasn't you
okay.
on our bonus odd take. Saudi man earns world record for 444 game consoles hooked to one TV.
That is ridiculous. Now, I didn't watch this video or read the article. I saw the headline. Did
Yeah.
this person, are they all different consoles or does he have like two
Yes.
PlayStations and
No, it is all
they're all
different
unique?
gaming devices up to a single TV. And
Wow.
when Elliot sent it, he said that he needed a monoswitch, which is a product from a company we used to work for. But he has a massive HDMI switcher with other switchers going into it. So at any time he can walk to any of the gaming systems. It's actually a pretty fun video, and the guy is so stinking proud of what he has done. But yeah, he has this massive collection
This is
of all
incredible.
of these gaming consoles. I mean, stuff that nobody's ever heard of. He's got all kinds of games and every Nintendo variation and every PlayStation, but yeah,
That's
they all
nuts.
hook up into one massive TV.
What did he
Uh,
spend on this thing?
I don't know if they mentioned what his collection is worth there, but I can't imagine that it was cheap. Just in the cable management is a you do not see a single cable. He's
That's
got them all hidden, and
I
he's
have
also
two
very proud
monitors
of
on
that.
my desk with two
I
game
know.
systems and it's not pretty. That's all I
Yeah,
gotta say.
yeah, but
Yeah,
he's got
he's
it all. Oh, he's got it documented in the video. It shows he has a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet on a computer screen over to the side where he has everything noted in there as and also how to connect to each one of the consoles.
well, he probably mentions it, but it is also no joke trying to get an HDMI signal out of some of these old consoles.
Oh yeah,
You either
he's
have to
got some
modify them or buy
RCA.
special hardware. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's
not
got a
easy.
RCA switcher, and then he's got that converted to HDMI. I mean, it is impressive. Go to the show link, show notes, or search for it online. 444 game consoles. And I got to give a shout out to the gentleman. Saudi Arabia's Ibrahim Al Nasser grew tired of having that problem with his massive gaming collection, so he decided to hook them all up to a single TV. So
Wow.
there we go. That was
So
a
many
fun one.
games, not enough time to play them.
Yes, yes. Well, you know what there's always time for?
What's that?
Our picks of the week.
Still haven't painted that microphone
No,
yet,
I
huh?
haven't. And it's still green, like my green screen.
Well, one, I keep I keep thinking my hat is crooked. Now, this is a fun fact and probably a little bit more than what people want to know, but this is kind of centered as far as symmetrical,
Yeah.
but this is where the flat spot in my head is. My head is slightly
Oh,
not, symmetrical. So,
dang,
but
as
it
my
reminds
hat
me
would
of
say.
the how does Nate wear his hat? Off, on, and locked.
Yes. Yes.
So there it is. I'm going to
I
take this
tried to
off my
play with
head.
some of my brightness settings on my camera today, and it obviously did not work. I put my hand up and I goes into midnight mode.
Yeah. Well, the reason I took my hat off is because this pick of the week involves putting something on my head.
Mm.
How many things could I get on my head for this episode, I wonder? Well,
Ooh, let's
the the
try.
the funny thing is that my pick is not the bald guy in the back. It's been in this shot the entire time. Can you see
What?
what my pick of the week is? You'll never guess. Is it this
No.
giant cable back here? No, it's not that giant. Is it this batteries I had to buy for my camera because I lost my other ones? Some readers? No, close. What about
Those
some
go on your
batteries
head.
for my Insta360? No. Oh, what do we have here, Nate?
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, some new
wow.
wonderful Ray-Ban glasses and their beautiful case, but also
Nice.
look at this. Is it electronic?
Mm.
How does this work? What is this? It's the
Oh.
it's the Ray-Ban glasses, not approved for glary
Yes, glary
video.
screen, not the low glare.
Yeah,
The Meta?
the
Are
Meta.
those the Meta?
They are. So I'm gonna take a
Oh,
picture of you right now. Ready? Smile. Did you see the light
yeah, I
come on
saw the
here?
little light notification there.
So these are sunglasses. You may be thinking they are terrible sunglasses
Yeah.
because you can see my eyes. Well, I decided to pony up and get the transition
Oh,
lenses. And
genius.
I don't know if I can do this. I do have a picture of myself. Man, I was not prepared. Here, I'll put it on my phone. I'll put it on my phone and show you. So the out in the sun, I'll switch to here so I'm not the only one here talking. Oh, here it is on my phone. Out in the sun, you can, the UV makes
Oh,
them
yeah.
dark. See how that works? These
Yes,
are the same
yes.
glasses.
My
So
wife and daughter are huge fans of the transition lenses. I didn't know they had that feature available for the Meta
they do.
Ray-Bans,
One
Meta
thing that's
smart glasses.
confusing to me is I wanted the classic shiny frames.
Yeah.
The classic Jack Nicholson. Well, the transitions are only available in this matte colored, which
Oh,
you know what
interesting.
I mean? I don't know why that is. Now, some people you can order lenses for these and pop them in and out. So I suppose I could have ordered the shiny matte that were
Oh,
sans transitions and then ordered separate lenses and popped those out, put them back in. But it seemed like too much trouble. But I've searched high and low. I cannot find transition Meta smart glasses. I'm going to turn this off. This guy in the back is distracting me. I was doing the fireplace, but it went away. So anyway, there you go.
nice.
I can
Well,
play
tell us
music.
what you can, yeah, tell us what you can do with them.
I've had these for one day. They
Nice.
can take pictures. They can take video. You can say, here, I'll see if you can hear this. Hey, Meta, what's the weather? Did it work? Hey,
No, I
Meta,
didn't
what's
hear
the
it.
temperature outside? Well, it's not telling me. For some reason, they're not
Hmm.
hooked up or something. But when I was testing this earlier, it would tell me what the weather was. Of course, it just went wah, wah. Meta. Oh, hey Meta, what's the weather? Why isn't
For
it?
which city?
Sherwood, Oregon.
In Sherwood, Oregon, it is currently partly cloudy and 73 degrees Fahrenheit.
Look at
Did you hear
that.
that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And you can say,
In Sherwood, Oregon, it is currently partly cloudy and 73 degrees Fahrenheit.
now it's banked all the times I've asked, so I said it a second time. Uh, okay, Meta, what am I looking at?
To ask about what you see, turn on camera use under Meta AI in Meta View settings.
Okay, I did turn that off. It wasn't clear that it would eliminate that feature if I turned that off. So how do I do it? Well,
no, I have to ask about the moral dilemma because have you asked the glasses yet? Hey, Meta, what are you watching all the time through my glasses and passing my data on to others?
yes. So the reason I have this is I already have an account set up for my Oculus Quest.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And so I'm using the same account on this. Now, one thing that's very curious, very curious. Tell me if you think that this is a reasonable request. It is claiming that in order for me to connect these to Wi-Fi so that when I'm at home, it talks to my
Oh.
devices,
Mhm.
it synchronizes my stuff. I don't have to do an ad hoc connection. It says it needs precise location turned on in order to join the Wi-Fi network. I chose
Hmm.
not to do it
Hmm.
because when I set it up, it says, hey, we want to follow you around and track you around and do all kinds
Yeah.
of crazy stuff and sell your data to people about where you go. And I said, no, thank you. And then later I said, hey, hook up to your Wi-Fi. And it says, oh, precise location is required for this feature. I
Hmm.
think they are hiding behind that so that they force people to turn on
The
their
data
tracking.
location services. Very
Yeah.
interesting. So yeah, I've heard other people talk about those, and there's one guy that does a lot of photo walks and touristy kind of stuff, and professional photographer, but he loves them because it's a very, even though there's the light flashing showing that it's recording, it's
Mm-hmm.
still a very un non-intrusive way to capture video. Like it would be great actually for like PDX Fast Foodie. If I'm doing a food video, I could have those on and it's right in the right spot to see my food and see where I am and all that stuff, and be able to take pictures and listen to music. They've got a lot of
Well,
cool features.
when I was at Jackpot Ranch,
Yeah.
Amy, the proprietor of the place, has these and she does horse stuff with cutting
Oh
cattle and
yeah.
stuff, contests, and does quite well actually. But she will record her techniques for either training herself or showing others what she does because they're on her face. She just hits it, it records it. And I've seen some of the footage. It's really cool getting a point of view look
Yeah.
of her riding this horse. And it's better than a GoPro because it shows where her head is moving
Yeah.
versus just straight ahead all the time. And I'll
Yeah.
be darned if I can find in the settings how to turn that uh, functionality back on. It is, oh, maybe it's under AI. Okay, man, it's, I'm not a fan of the app. That's all I got to say. The the first page of the app is just a big ad for, hey, you can do
Yeah.
this. You can do this. It's like, okay, like an entire page and tab for
Yes.
your help file. Then there's the gallery. I won't show you that. Then there's this thing that says, oh, well, here's an example of it working. I said, what am I looking at? And it showed this picture of the interior of my car. And it says,
Mm.
you are looking at the interior of a car with various controls and displays. So you can ask it, what am I looking at? But I'll be darned if I can easily find how to turn that feature back on. I also spent about 20 minutes looking for the feature to change the voice. Last
Oh,
night, I changed it. Today, I can't find the
back to
feature.
the
I looked in the help file. It told me exactly where to go. That setting is not there. So they've got some work to do.
yeah. Well,
Anyway,
very cool. I'm
oh,
excited that you have those.
also, you can turn up your music by doing
Oh,
that or turn it down by doing this. And you can stop and
nice.
start it by tapping it. So there you go.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I am
So top that with your
excited to.
pick, Mr.
Yeah. Well, I've
Nate.
got you topped. I've got you topped. We were talking several weeks ago. Somehow the spin chill came up, our famous, infamous spin chill scientific video that we did
Yes.
many moons ago. Now, this is the device. It was a little motor and it has a rotating thing. You put a can of soda or whatever on the end of it. You turn it on, you put it in ice, and it chills things very quickly. The centrifugal force interacting with the cold ice and ice water makes it cold. Well, I got curious and I wanted to go look and see what's up with Spin Chill. So I went to their website. The actual Spin Chill device is not available. They haven't posted on social media in like 5 years. apparently you can buy the second device they have, but I was like, I'm going to see what's on Amazon. So I've got an updated pick. It's not the Spin Chill, Dave. We've got the ZipChill. So this
The
is the
ZipChill,
ZipChill.
huh?
Now, this is non-motorized. So what you can do, you can take your unopened can, you can pop it on the top here, you get some ice or some ice water, you put it in there, and you
Okay.
can spin it manually by hand for a minute
That's lame.
and get a chill. Or what you can do, you can take this little rubber grommet off of there and you can connect this to a drill and use a
Mm.
drill if you have one around to spin it. So,
So the olds, if you recall, the old
oh
one
yes.
looked like a little handgun type thing. So it had the
Yes.
built-in drill. So
Yes, it had
yours,
the built-in drill with a small motor on there, and it was, I think, about $35 for that. Now they have a newer product, which is basically this, but it's designed they say it's the drill chill or whatever it is, but
okay.
that was like 16 bucks on their website. This, I got a 2-pack of these bad boys for, I believe it was 15 bucks on
Whoa.
Amazon of these zip chills. So 60 seconds to chill. They say that what would take you 25 minutes if you just sat it in the ice, you can do the chill in 1 minute. And I'll put a link in the show notes there for you so you can.
So you need to rig up a thing that gives you two drills on
Oh
one
yeah,
or two where you
with
can hook
some
it
sort
up
of band and
twice.
hook it up. Yeah, hook it up twice, and you could chill 2 drinks.
Double
So
chill
this
all the
is
way
from the
across the
company
sky.
Hotz. It's only got 4 stars on 38 ratings. So I think I'm not sure if this is a newer project, and I'll check it with Camel, and they don't even have
Nate, we
data
need to
on it
talk.
yet. Yeah.
That was very loud, by the way, that video in my ear hole.
Oh, nice.
How often are you needing to rapidly chill drinks, my friend, to have a specific product? For
I
example, before we started the program, I took this out of its case on the shelf and I put it
yes.
in the freezer for about, it's probably 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and it was deliciously cool and
Yeah.
refreshing. What, why so rapid cool?
Yes. And I will say on their Amazon page, they claim that it is 120 times faster than the refrigerator and 30 times faster than the freezer. That image in the
30
upper left
times faster. But here's the
there.
thing. If it takes 5 minutes, what's 30 times faster than 5 minutes?
Here's a use case for you. Let's say you drive to the beach for a day. You brought some drinks, but
You
they're not
brought your
cold.
drill. Go
But
on.
you got your drill and your ice. I have used the spin chill in the past. I saw these and I wanted to pick them up so that, because my spin chill, the motor is not doing well it's getting pretty old. I've had that thing for a long time. But I saw these and I figured it's $16 for the 2-pack or $9 for a single pack. But having one of these in the car, I have come in real clutch for people in the past having one of these and being able to get their drinks cold.
Hmm.
So Dave, you never know when you're going to need the zip chill.
Well, I guess I'm an advocate for people to show a little restraint and self control where it's like, hey, I want it cold. Maybe you should chill. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should chill for one
That'll
second.
be your product, the You
Yeah,
Should Chill.
the you
And
should
it's
chill.
just a little caddy where you can put it in the freezer.
Have you
Oh,
ever wanted to cool your drink rapidly so that you could drink it right now? Well, I invite you to purchase the You Should Chill.
I'm in. I'll buy it, Dave. I'll buy it.
For a
What?
subscription of $19.95 a month.
Yes. Yeah. Um, well, if you want either of our products, you can go to notpicks.com. We will have links to them there. I did check, and the Meta glasses are available via Amazon's. We will use our Amazon affiliate
Yes.
account, and that is where I got my Zip Chill.
And I will
Uh,
say that I purchased the Amazon Renewed uh,
Okay,
Meta
yes, I
glasses.
did see those listed. Yeah,
And it came in the cardboard box with the zipper tab that goes brrrr. I opened it up.
nice.
Everything was in the plastic. I mean,
It was
I don't know
brand
how
new.
these are refurbished or renewed. They
Yeah,
were brand new and they were $80 cheaper than new ones. So
nice.
there you
Very
go.
nice. Well, and I do have a Ramazon pick of the week from our anonymous affiliate reports. And I do have to say, thank you guys for supporting the show. We are not sponsored by Amazon, but we do provide Amazon affiliate links to products that we really like. And this week we have
Oh
got
my.
somebody purchased, and I would have never thought of this.
Hmm.
They got the Spitfire skateboard wheels, F497 conical full skateboard wheels, natural 58 millimeter. Now they were $41.11, which I have not bought skateboard wheels
For one?
in 30 years. I would guess it's a set of 4.
Let's see.
There's
I think it's
there's
just
not a lot
one,
of
my friend.
details there. Yeah, so I don't. It says skateboard wheels in the. I would have to imagine. I do not know why anyone on earth would ever want one skateboard wheel.
Well, maybe
I
you bought.
But yeah, skateboard wheels. I never thought about buying skateboard stuff. Not that I need to buy any more skateboard stuff,
Hmm.
but you can get it on Amazon, and somebody bought these. So if that was you, let us know. Love to hear how those Spitfires are going. They were I think I had some Spitfire wheels back in the day. They are.
Well, it doesn't tell me that
It tells us nothing on this
nothing.
product listing.
There's not
I
even
will
a
tell you
more
that
click
much.
to see more.
Single picture, no description. It's like if
No,
you
here's the
know you
description.
need the F497s
Here it
and you're
is.
wanting a
Those
50.
conical fulls are what I ride and I rip, just so you know. Don't trust me? Just head to the skate park and ask the rippers there what wheels they're rocking.
Oh, I want
That's
to
the
buy these just
description.
because. So this is just somebody that has listed, and it says visit the Spitfire store. So they are.
Well, now I'm
That
now
is
I'm intrigued.
yes, yeah. I wonder
That's
if
what
all
all
the
those bros are
Spitfire product.
ripping there.
But if you go to the Spitfire store, there's a lot of camping
Grilling.
gear and non-skateboarding stuff.
This is a guy who's just
Ah,
selling stuff. Look,
yes, and
oh, a not near bell. Spitfire pizza baking set. No, it's a baking set.
oh, pizza baking set.
So
Yes.
Spitfire is. So I have a friend, Chris, whom you know, who has an
Yes.
online store where he sells products. And I think this is one of those.
But Spitfire is a long trusted skateboard brand. So I'm thinking maybe this
Oh,
product listing accidentally got listed under the Spitfire, that it's not actually
yeah.
related.
Because the
Uh,
logo is not the
yes.
same at all.
Yes.
Okay, that's what
Sold
happened.
sold by Fishbone Apparel.
Hmm.
Uh, yes.
Interesting. They just copied a name of a popular brand and it got linked to that.
Yes.
Understood. Okay,
Phew.
well, that's crazy.
We got that figured out.
Man,
The hard-hitting
mystery
journalism of the Not Nerd
solved.
Show right there, getting to the bottom of the world's problems,
Yes.
episode after episode. Well, thank you. I did say we didn't get anybody chiming in on the live
Yeah.
show. I did see some people pop in on the live stream. Again, we are Tuesday nights, 6:30 p.m. Pacific.
Here's the
Join us
thing.
live.
Are
Yeah.
we actually streaming? That's the question that
Oh,
we didn't ask
and
ourselves.
the YouTube studio in our YouTube channel says we are, and there were a couple of people that popped in, but nobody was brave enough to enter the chat.
Well, I
Uh,
see us on there live. One watching
yes,
now, and it is
yes,
me
it
in my
is you.
ridiculous large frame glasses
Yes, high
that are not
glare glasses. Why
dark.
can we not get rid of all glare on glasses?
Well, I will say they do not have an anti-reflective coating that I am aware of.
Yes, I
Uh,
need to go
I was just
ahead.
gonna say they do when they're dark, they look and work fantastic.
Yeah,
But
yeah. No, that's my Isla wears glasses, and so often if we take a picture, if we're doing a video where I have a little bit of lighting set up, and there's just horrible glare off the glasses, so her next ones we will have to
hey,
get some anti-glare
pro tip:
influencer lens.
you
Yes.
don't you don't wear glasses, but for one glasses previous glasses wearer to
Yeah.
a dad with a daughter who wears glasses. Always get the highest quality lenses. Always get the anti-glare. Spend, no matter what it costs, whatever the maximum is, and your child's experience will be so much better. It's worth it.
Yes. I think we do it all. Chelsea does the glasses purchasing, so she probably is not thinking of the anti-glare, but next pair, we're going to get that on lockdown.
It's nice to the wearer so that every light source isn't just a big rays of glare.
Yes.
That's what it's for, is for you to see out, not
see out.
So people can't see your eyes,
That'll be helpful. Well, with that, I think we will wrap up this episode. It will be available on YouTube, anywhere you listen to or watch podcasts, and various other sources. Hit us up on the socials. Get out there and tech better.